Good Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up on this hump day. We have the truth of the day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today, in an entertainment spotlight, you're being part of my conversation with dancer and actress Adele Pomerenke. Enjoy today's program. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Wednesday headlines. In Mississippi news, Mississippi reports the highest number of COVID-19 deaths in a single day. Gatherings lead to coronavirus transmission, health leaders say. Mississippi reported 79 COVID-19 related deaths on Tuesday, which was a single-day record. State Health Officer Dr. Thomas Dobbs listed a random sample of the deaths by age, sex, and race to understand that these are people. They included an 87-year-old black woman, a 76-year-old white woman, a 51-year-old white man, a 52-year-old black man, and a 38-year-old black woman. But for COVID, they would be with us next Christmas, by and large, Dobbs said. The state epidemiologist said community spread is feeding the spread. We're still seeing exposure in churches, sporting events, social gatherings, gatherings outside the home, and in the neighborhood. Certainly, that leads to much of the transmission that we're seeing in the state right now. Mississippi is on track to surpass 1,000 COVID-19 deaths in December alone, Dobbs said. When you look at the deaths that are reported out today, these are new deaths. About 90% of the deaths were reported in the last 2-week period. We predicted this by the increased number of cases that we've seen in the state. We know that when we see a large number of cases, that the deaths are going to follow. The state health officer then offered this grim warning: it's bad and it's going to get worse. Mississippi's Governor Tate Reeves amended a COVID-19 executive order that now places 78 of Mississippi's 82 counties under a mask mandate. I signed an executive order extending our mask rules to all counties that qualify, which is now every county except 4 very small ones, Reeves said in the tweet. We all need to be extra aware. We know what to do. Protect yourself and your family. Stay safe. In a related story, deaths to set records in the United States, confidence now low. Largely because of the pandemic, this is shaping up as the deadliest year in U.S. history, says the Associated Press, with deaths expected to exceed 3 million for the first time. The 2020 death rate could be at least 15% higher than last year's once December's totals are tallied. Life expectancy for 2020 could drop as much as 3 full years, said Robert Anderson of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The coronavirus pandemic is dragging down U.S. consumer confidence during the crucial holiday season, which could make or break a number of retailers, airlines, restaurants, and other sectors. The December reading of 88.6 released on Tuesday by the Conference Board is a sharp decline from last month, which was revised downward to 92.9, and it is far worse than economists had expected. The 7-day rolling average for daily new deaths in the U.S. increased over the past 2 weeks from 2,228 on December the 7th to 2,655 on December 21st, according to data by the Johns Hopkins University. The U.S. death toll from the coronavirus pandemic is now 319,466, roughly the same as the population of Henderson, Nevada, a Las Vegas suburban city. In more national news, Biden says Trump failed to shore up nation's cybersecurity. President-elect Joe Biden on Tuesday assailed the Trump administration for failing to fortify the nation's cyber defenses and called on President Donald Trump to publicly identify the perpetrator of a massive breach of U.S. government agencies, a hack some of Trump's top allies have blamed on Russia. Biden, who is being briefed on high-level intelligence in preparation for taking office next month, said planning for the hack began as early as 2019. Several federal agencies, including the Treasury Department, have said they were targeted. In business news, stocks drift mostly lower, even as NASDAQ sets another high. Stocks drifted to a mostly lower close on Wall Street Tuesday, even as more gains for technology companies pushed the NASDAQ to another all-time high. The S&P 500 slipped 0.2%, pulled down by losses in banks and communication companies, including Facebook. The week's showing came despite the long-awaited passage in Congress of a $900 billion coronavirus relief package. Indexes crossed between small gains and losses several times through the day, and trading was relatively thin ahead of the Christmas holiday later in the week. And finally, in entertainment news, new trial date set for R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. A federal judge on Tuesday again delayed R. Kelly's trial in Chicago on child pornography and other charges because of concerns about the coronavirus pandemic, postponing it to next year. His new trial date is September 13th, 2021. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Focus on the positive, whether it is seeing rain as a gift from God to the earth or focusing on the positive nature of the people in your life. Keep your positivity light on the bright beam. An idealistic attitude can assist you to see the positive potential in people. At times, you may find yourself discounting people or circumstances that fail to meet your expectations. Learning to look for and distinguish positive potential will enable you to turn disappointments into blessings. Adjusting your expectations takes awareness and practice, as you have been taught since birth to have expectations, motives, and judgments about everything and everyone in your life. Your positive attitude will help you to see situations differently. Today, recognize the people you love as the individuals they are and see your circumstances as changeable. And remember, enjoy your day.
Adele Pomerenke is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight, right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Dancer and actress Adele Pomerenke told me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, it's been great to be able to do work that she loves and to share it with the world. Here's a bit of our conversation.
What has it been like for you, though, to be able to see Adele, how you've been able to do what you love and to see the hard work paying off for you?
You know, I'm thankful, and I'm really blessed for that. It's been kind of interesting to see. You don't really realize how far you've come or what you've been able to accomplish or that these dreams came true for you because you're so busy working until, you get that memory from Facebook or whatever, a year or 2 or 4 years later. And so just getting to look back and go, wow, I've been getting to do that. That's really, really cool. And that's really, I'm thankful and I'm proud of myself for that.
Well, I think, the other great thing is, Adele, and I love the fact that you're able to do so many great things and to find success in them because it really it flies in the face of what we're told a lot. I know when I was growing up, one of the big rule of thumbs was, you have to focus on one thing. Well, you definitely have shown you don't have to do that, right? People have gotten to know you for dance. So, yeah, they've gotten to know you for acting. Now, of course, your love of music with singing. Have you always been encouraged to just do whatever feels true to your soul?
Yes, I came from a family. I was very thankful. My parents, we didn't have an abundance of financial backing, but I always say that I had all of the emotional backing and support possible. They just always wanted me to do whatever I felt called to do or that made me feel like my own person. I would wear, when I was a little kid, my mom would let me wear fur boas and ripped up jeans to the grocery store. And just growing up, it was always just, well, if that's what you want to do, okay, well, then let's go for it and try it. And, you're right. You can do more than just one thing. You can do lots of different things with your life. The world has so much to offer. And if you feel called to more than one thing or it changes in a day, there's nothing wrong with that.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be back with you guys on tomorrow with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host Cyrus Webb saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.